We live in the safest era in human history. Yet the average adult still loses a shocking 3.1 hours every day to mindless scrolling, tiny dopamine sparks that feel great for a heartbeat and then leave us oddly hollow. Surveys show 54% of people spend at least 3 hours a day glued to a phone, and a full 71% admit that chronic comfort is quietly eroding their motivation, their grit, and their dreams. The uncomfortable truth? Your biggest threat isn't failure or fear. It's the couch you're sitting on right now. Comfort addiction isn't clickbait. It's a term behavioral scientists increasingly use when talking about modern life's comfort crisis. We order meals without cooking, binge shows without waiting, and tap a button to summon rides, groceries, or instant validation. The result is an uninterrupted stream of micro-rewards that hijack the brain's ancient wiring. Polls reveal that 1 in 3 adults has already attempted a digital detox because life has started to feel like a velvet-lined cage. Yet most detoxes fail within a week, not because people lack discipline, but because our environment is engineered for friction-free pleasure. Every swipe, every seamless refill, reinforces the belief that effort is optional and discomfort is dangerous. But data alone can't explain how comfort quietly rewrites ambition. For that, we need to peek under the hood of your reward circuitry. To see how comfort steals your drive, we have to watch it hijack the brain in real time. Inside the mesolimbic reward pathway, a strip of neural real estate that once lit up for saber-tooth hunts and firelight storytelling, dopamine acts less like pleasure juice and more like a motivational currency. It fires in anticipation, urging you to chase a goal. Yet low-effort rewards, one-click shopping, autoplay videos, flood the circuit so often that chasing bigger, slower payoffs starts to feel, well, pointless. Former TikTok engineers allegedly called Infinite Scroll the trap that never ends, a design whose sole purpose is to remove friction between micro-rewards. The rumor's unverified, but it went viral because it feels true. When dopamine spikes for zero effort, the brain downregulates receptors over time, numbing the high. So we chase comfort even harder, like thirsty sailors gulping seawater. Suddenly, the work presentation, the novel outline, the half-marathon plan all feel unbearably slow next to the instant ping of likes. And when a whole economy profits from that wiring, breaking free gets even harder. Silicon Valley doesn't sell apps, it sells ease. Meal kits mean you never chop vegetables. Streaming platforms auto-load the next episode before your frontal cortex can protest. Work from couch culture lets you finish spreadsheets in pajamas, then binge-watch right where you sit. Analysts debating productivity trends note a paradox. Remote perks boost short-term satisfaction, yet sometimes correlate with long-term innovation dips, as teams default to the path of least resistance. Critics frame it dramatically: perks that pacify the genius inside, while supporters counter that the real culprit is poor management, not comfort. We label it speculation, but the debate alone shows how uneasy we are about our cushioned lives. Meanwhile, the corporate world monetizes disengagement. When workplace polls spotlight quiet quitting, employees clocking in only enough to avoid getting fired, headlines go viral because it confirms what many feel. Ambition is on life support. But the invoice for constant ease isn't just lower productivity. It's the slow erosion of who you think you are. Ambition isn't a mindset, it's biobehavioral muscle. Strip it of challenge and it atrophies. Psychologists link chronic comfort to rising thresholds for boredom, anxiety spikes in uncertain situations, and diminished risk tolerance. One longitudinal study found that when people felt their quest for significance slipping, they turned to substances or escapist media at double the usual rate. Ask creatives who peaked early. Some confess in interviews that the moment life became 5-star hotels and black car rides, their hunger vanished. The songs got softer, the stories predictable, millions in royalties, zero in passion, an identity crisis hidden behind designer shades. And the danger isn't dramatic burnout, it's permanent plateau. You still finish tasks, still collect paychecks, yet some ember inside goes cold. Ambition doesn't crash with a bang, it evaporates in the warmth of constant comfort. Yet a few people have slammed on the brakes, and what happened next rewrites everything we just assumed. When journalist Michael Easter joined two hunters on a brutal 33-day Alaskan backcountry haul, he packed minimal food, hiked miles of scree, and slept in sub-freezing temps. He returned with bloodshot eyes and an explosive surge in creativity that birthed his bestseller, The Comfort Crisis. In the UK, volunteers who merely kept phones in another room for 7 evenings reported better sleep, calmer mornings, and, most interesting, higher goal clarity scores on psychological scales. Entrepreneurs now hold Misogi challenges, yearly physical ordeals so extreme they make the rest of the year feel easy. The obstacles vary: 24-hour cold water paddle, multi-day ruck marches, month-long ultra-low-tech retreats. None claim it's silver bullet science, yet many credit these pain doses for billion-dollar breakthroughs. Are such anecdotes proof? Number. They're sparks lighting a possibility. Small, strategic doses of discomfort might rebuild the neural appetite for big goals. So how can the average person harness hardship without going full Arctic survivalist? Step 1. The 24-hour comfort audit. List everything you touch today designed to remove friction. Rideshare, voice assistants, microwave meals. Circle 3 you could temporarily add friction to, like cooking scratch dinners or taking stairs. Step 2. Micro-friction habit. Insert tiny speed bumps. Place your phone charger in a different room. Switch your streaming account to require manual password entry. Set your desk chair to perch mode so you must stand every 45 minutes. Step 3. Weekly comfort fast. 1 day a week, ban default luxuries. No delivery apps, cold shower only, 10K steps minimum. Neuroscience shows dopamine baselines begin to reset after 7 to 10 days of reduced easy reward stimuli. Step 4. Skill stack challenge. Pick a skill that scares you: public speaking, code, cold calls, and commit to daily reps. The discomfort is social, not physical, yet the neural rewiring is identical. Effort becomes rewarding again. Step 5. Accountability loop. Publish the plan. Humans hate public failure. Leverage that. Apps like StickK or simple Instagram stories create just enough social discomfort to keep you honest. Remind viewers. Treat discomfort like weight training. Progressive overload, not shock therapy. Consistency beats heroics. We're nearly done, but one habit remains: the sneakiest comfort crutch of all. That rectangle buzzing in your pocket isn't a tool, it's a slot machine. The average smartphone user taps, clicks, or swipes 2,617 times per day, over 1 million touches a year. Each micro-motion fires a nanosecond of anticipation dopamine. That is why digital detoxes rank among the hardest comfort fasts. 3 quick hacks. Grayscale mode. Strip color. Dopamine spikes drop measurably. App Gulf rule. Home screen only for tools, not treats. Social apps buried deep. Kill the swipe. Use browser versions that require deliberate login. Studies show friction cuts used by 37% in a week. When the phone loses its casino colors, the real world regains its palette. And suddenly, the hard thing on your to-do list feels novel again. So where does all this leave us? Let's land the plane. Comfort addiction is a stealthy saboteur. It rewires the reward circuit, fuels an economy of frictionless indulgence, and, over time, dissolves identity into lukewarm routine. The antidote isn't masochism, it's intentional discomfort. Small, scheduled doses that remind the brain effort equals reward. Quick recap. Identify comfort crutches via a 24-hour audit. Insert friction with micro-habits and weekly fasts. Pursue one bold, scary skill for 90 days. Guard the phone like a pocket casino. Now a challenge. Pick one comfort you'll ditch for the next 7 days. Post it below. We'll check back as a community, compare battle scars, and, who knows, maybe spark the comeback story your future self is begging for. Because history's boldest leaps, from moon landings to life-saving vaccines, never happened inside a plush recliner. Ambition is a fire, and fire is born in heat, smoke, and sparks. Step outside the comfort zone and watch your world ignite.